Rain in the Smokies is like a plot twist, unexpected, inconvenient, and sometimes the best part of the story. Welcome to Bear Facts, where we explore the Smoky Mountains one bear fact at a time. Rain can be a real vacation buzzkill. Wet shoes, foggy views, and kids who suddenly have way too much energy trapped indoors. And while the Smoky Mountains don't get drenched as often as places such as like Florida, rain can roll in at any time, especially during the spring and summer months. But here's the good news. A rainy day in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg doesn't mean a wasted day. It just means a different kind of adventure. In this video, we're going to break down 20 family-friendly things to do when the rain starts to fall. From covered attractions and indoor museums to trolley rides and quick exhibits, underground caves, and even a way to embrace the rain itself. Some of these activities are iconic and some are unexpected, and a few are delightfully cheesy. But every single one can help turn a soggy forecast into a memorable Smoky Mountain day. So, don't cancel your trip and don't panic over the weather app, and definitely don't let a little rain ruin your vacation because the Smokies are ready for you, rain or shine. So let's get to it and find our first adventure. We're actually going to start in Gatlinburg, where the rain rarely shuts things down. First one we're going to talk about is the Gatlinburg Space Needle. It's one of the most surprisingly rainy day options in the area. While the observation deck is actually outdoors, the entire structure from the base to the elevator is fully enclosed. The glass elevator climbs more than 400 feet above the downtown Gatlinburg area, offering misty and often dramatic views even on rainy days. And even though you will be outside as you look about, the top level is actually covered with the iconic spaceship design canopy. So the only way to get wet is to stand close to the railings. But the Space Needle also has more to offer for families than the spectacular views. At the base, families will find a large 25,000 square foot indoor arcade space full of plenty of games and prizes. They also have a slice of pizza to keep everyone full and fed as the rain passes by. Number 2, the Bodies Exhibit. Our next stop is for those who have an iron stomach or just find the human anatomy fascinating, because just steps away from the Space Needle is the Bodies Exhibit, an educational and fascinating stop that gives visitors a close look into the human body through real preserved specimens. It's located right along the parkway and typically costs about $25 for adults, with discounts for children. This attraction is best suited for older children and teens, but it's a solid way to spend an hour or so learning about something unexpected while staying completely dry. Number 3, Ripley's Big Attractions. Ripley's has been in the Smoky Mountains for decades and has slowly taken over Gatlinburg with a wide range of attractions, many of which are actually indoors. Ripley's, believe it or not, one of Gatlinburg's most recognizable indoor attraction, is located right on the parkway, and inside you'll find interactive exhibits, optical illusion, oddities, and hands-on experiences that appeal to all ages. It's colorful, quirky, and easy to explore at your own pace. Perfect for a rainy afternoon. Prices and tickets are online, but if you want to enjoy a full day of Ripley's attractions, you'll find that bundle passes are way more value for your money. Prices usually start at $59.99 for adults, and this will include 2 attractions. And of course, you can keep adding more attractions. One of the other biggest attractions I would highly suggest is the Ripley's Aquarium of the Smokies. It's one of those rare attractions that works any season, any time of the year, sun, rain, or snow, because once you're inside, the weather doesn't matter anymore. Fully indoors and climate controlled, this aquarium features a wide range of aquatic wonders. As you walk the aquarium, you'll travel the world, explore the oceans and tropical rainforests and coral reefs. One of the highlights is the underwater tunnels, where guests can walk or be transported along a people mover as they look up at the massive sharks and aquatic animals slowly swimming by. The oceanic creatures glide above and around you, and I hate to say it, it's one of the most awe-inspiring things you'll ever see. And if you're lucky, you might even spot Sally, the aquarium's only sea turtle. And of course, if you love penguins, you won't be disappointed, as they have a full enclosure that lets you get right up and close to these popular avian swimmers. Ripley's has actually quite a few smaller attractions in the area, such as the Haunted Mansion or the Mirror Maze, and the ever so tacky 1980s inspired indoor miniature golf course, though I suspect that one will probably be going soon. Purchasing the tickets might seem high, but when you add on all the extras, it actually might be worth its cost, especially when the rain won't let off. Number 4, Gatlinburg Community Center. Another great rainy day option that often flies under the radar is the Gatlinburg Community Center. This place is a true local gem, offering bowling lanes, racquetball courts, basketball courts, and a massive indoor pool that's perfect for families who still want to burn off some energy without worrying about the weather or cost. It's warm, it's indoors, and there's enough here to keep everyone busy for hours. You can swim, shoot some hoops, or roll a few frames. It's a lot to do there if you want to spend the day. Best of all, the cost is very low compared to most of the attractions in the area, making it one of the most affordable and practical ways to spend a rainy day in Gatlinburg while still having a lot of fun. Number 5, the Salt and Pepper Shaker Museum. For something truly unexpected, head to the Salt and Pepper Shaker Museum, tucked just off the parkway past the 441 and 321 intersection. This quirky museum showcases thousands of salt and pepper shakers from around the world, ranging from vintage to downright bizarre. Admission is budget-friendly, around $3 to $5, making it fun and a short stop that's perfect between bigger attractions. Number 6, Ober Mountain. Even though Ober Mountain is best known as a ski resort in the winter, it's actually a year-round attraction with plenty to do, even when the weather doesn't cooperate. Up the mountain in Gatlinburg, Ober offers a mix of indoor and covered experiences, including an indoor ice skating rink, shopping, dining, and scenic rides via the enclosed aerial tramway, which lets you reach the top without worrying about the rain at all. In the spring and summer, the focus shifts from the skiing to sightseeing, family activities, and outdoor attractions, making it a surprisingly solid rainy day choice. You can explore the indoor area, watch wildlife in the indoor and outdoor exhibits, take a chairlift when the weather allows it, and spend time in the ice rink while staying warm and dry. Prices vary depending on what you choose to do, but passes start at about $59.99 for adults and include many of the main attractions, such as the aerial tram, chairlift, wildlife habitat access, ice skating, and more. It's one of those places where you can easily fill several hours under one roof, making Ober Gatlinburg a reliable backup plan when the rain tries to steal your Smoky Mountain views. Number 7, moonshine and wine tasting. All through Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, you'll find a wide range of tasting rooms offering everything from peanut butter moonshine to peach hard cider, and just about every creative flavor in between. This option is actually best for those of you who are staying in Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge, because if you want to be able to go ahead and have as many samples as you like, you have the trolley system, which is completely free in Gatlinburg, and Pigeon Forge has a small fee. You can easily hop on and off the trolley system as you explore the many different distilleries in the area. Many of these distilleries have their own indoor distillery, which you can actually see how they process and manage their, whatever they're selling. And you can also, of course, sample so many different things. There's usually a nominal fee associated with a lot of these different wineries or sample places, but it is a very small fee if there anything at all. However, it would be very polite of you to at least offer a tip to the hardworking staff who are willing to serve you all the liquor you can probably manage in one sitting, which isn't much because moonshine's pretty strong stuff. Number 8 is the trolley public transportation. Rain is also the perfect excuse to ride the trolley. Both Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge offer comfortable trolley systems that let families explore without getting wet. You can pick up the trolley from dozens of locations in both cities, and though there is a nominal fee to use the Pigeon Forge system, the Gatlinburg trolleys are 100% totally free. You can learn about the area, hop on and off attractions, and stay warm while watching the rain fall outside. This is an often underappreciated and underrated attraction, as it's almost free to use, and a lot of people don't realize how it works. And though it may seem a little complicated, I actually have done a video on how to use their system if you'd like to watch that, and it'll help you learn a little bit more about the trolley system in both cities. What makes it even better is that you can avoid all traffic and let someone else deal with it while you are sitting there enjoying the views. It might be raining though, but you'll still enjoy them, I'm sure. Number 9, the Rainforest Adventure Discovery Zoo. Animal lovers should head straight to the Rainforest Adventure Discovery Zoo. It's a super long name, an almost fully indoor attraction featuring tropical animals from around the world. Because it's a small museum, guests can get up and close and personal with many of the residents. Kids and adults can enjoy the antics of the lemurs, the athletic prowls of the monkeys, or the splendid plumage of the toucan. Though you might need to be there a little while before you see much happening with the sloths or the tortoises. And seeing as the zoo is inside, it's perfect to enjoy during a rainy day. Tickets start at $19.99 for adults, but there are often coupons online, and children and seniors have their own discounts. Number 10, Tanger's Outlet in Sevierville. Shopping fans can duck into the Tanger's Outlet in Sevierville. Most of the stores have easy access or parking and are under awnings to keep shoppers dry and out of the rain. The Tanger's Outlets are at the border of the Sevierville area, right off the parkway, located north of Pigeon Forge. This outlet center offers familiar brands, food options, and plenty of browsing opportunities when indoor plans are off the table. The outlet center has just finished going through a pretty big facelift and has added some unique sculptures, places for people to sit and relax, and give the center a more modern feel. Number 11, Flavor Town. A standout indoor destination is at the Mountain Mall up behind the island. It's called Flavor Town. It's a 47,000 square foot dining and entertainment center. And though you might be thinking, isn't this just another arcade? Well, this place has more to offer than just your run-of-the-mill games. They also have not only one of the biggest and most modern gaming options out there, but they also have duck bowling, a unique interpretation on the traditional bowling system, which is much more appealing to younger bowlers or those who just suck at bowling and need a little help. And then, of course, there's the restaurant. Guy Fieri's restaurant offers you a variety of different burgers and huge portion sizes of things that are mostly filled with meat and fat, which you will need to stay warm on these cold, rainy days. Number 12, the Titanic Museum attraction. History lovers won't want to miss the Titanic Museum attraction. It's one of the most immersive museums in the area, located right on the parkway. It isn't cheap, with tickets often running close to $50 with tax, but for anyone who's fascinated with this legendary ship and its tragic ending, it's truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Inside, you walk through beautifully recreated spaces, including the ship's hallways and staterooms, and see firsthand the dramatic contrast between the first class and third class passengers and how they lived. You can also stand on the famous grand staircase, rebuilt down to the smallest detail, and view real artifacts and hear the powerful stories of the people who are actually on board. The experience is mostly self-guided and it is very emotional, but it is absolutely perfect for those of you who need something to do on a rainy day. Number 13, Severe Air Trampoline and Ninja Warrior Park. For those with kids who have way too much energy and nowhere to spend it, this indoor trampoline park is the perfect place to jump, climb, and dodge their way through a rainy day. Spanning 38,000 square feet, the park is packed wall to wall with attractions that let kids bounce, race, and climb until the rainy day boredom doesn't seem to stand a chance. They can spend hours playing dodgeball, practicing cartwheels, testing their vertical jumps, or taking on the obstacle course. This place feels like it was designed specifically for rainy days and for parents who need their kids to burn off every last bit of energy. Number 14, the Hollywood Wax Museum or the Hollywood Car Museum. Movie fans should definitely check out the Hollywood Wax Museum in Pigeon Forge or head over to the Hollywood Star Car Museum in Gatlinburg. At the Hollywood Wax Museum, you can rub shoulders with some of the biggest names in movies, sports, and music, making it the perfect spot for fun photos and quick celebrity encounters. And if cars are more your thing, the Hollywood Car Museum lets you get up close and personal some of the most famous vehicles in the movie history, from the classic 1980s Herbie Love Bug to the Avengers movie cars. It's a great way to stay dry while stepping right into the world of Hollywood. Number 15, a dinner show. When it comes to sitting back and relaxing, rainy days are the perfect excuse to catch a show like Dollywood Parton Stampede, the Hatfield McCoy Dinner Show, the Comedy Barn, or the Array. These indoor performances blend food, entertainment, and air-conditioned dry comfort, making them ideal anchors for the rainy day in the Smokies. Although you might get a little wet if you sit in the front seat of Hatfield McCoy, so that one, do be aware of that. Prices and availability vary, but whether you're looking for a full dinner experience or just a great show, Pigeon Forge has plenty of options to choose from. Number 16, Alcatraz East Crime Museum. True crime fans should make time for Alcatraz East Crime Museum. It's located at the island in Pigeon Forge. This isn't just a collection of creepy headliners. It's a deep dive into how crimes are investigated, solved, and ultimately brought to justice. Inside, you'll find interactive exhibits and powerful artifacts, including personal items connected to some of America's most infamous criminals, like Ted Bundy's Volkswagen or John Dillinger's death mask, and letters and belongings tied to notorious cases. The museum walks you through the entire journey of a crime, from the first moments of a police investigation to the work done in the crime labs, the courtroom battles that follow, and finally, the prison system. Along the way, you'll see how forensic science, fingerprinting, DNA, and old-fashioned detective work all come together to solve cases. It's an educational, intense, and surprisingly thoughtful experience, making it a fascinating stop for teens and adults who are curious about the real stories behind the headlines. And it's also a perfect rainy day attraction when you want something both indoors and unforgettable. Number 17, cheesy rides. For quick indoor thrills, families can hunt down rides like Skyfly, Aquarium, Jurassic Jungle Boat Ride, and Earthquake Ride, each offering its own brand of Smoky Mountain entertainment and charm. The Skyfly ride in the Pigeon Forge Island goes for the views and heights and gives visitors a stunning aerial ride through major national parks around the U.S. Aquarium is in the Tanger Outlet Center, is a walking tour of some of the ocean's most dramatic moments. As you walk through the attraction, you'll be immersed in the world of the deep blue. Jurassic Jungle Boat Ride, which is in Pigeon Forge, on the other hand, is famous for being, well, wonderfully terrible. It's a extremely slow-moving boat ride, which passes ancient animatronic dinosaurs and glowing scenery that feels frozen in time, as in the 1990s. And that's exactly why people love it. Then there's the Earthquake ride, which is in Gatlinburg, which is honestly pretty bad too, but it's hilarious. It's a disaster movie with shaking floors and flashing lights, and the effects are more funny than frightening. Some of these rides are cheesy, some of them are dated, but all of them are memorable, completely indoors and very much part of the Smoky Mountain quirky charm, especially on a rainy day. Number 18, cave exploring. What many people don't know is that Tennessee is home to some of the most extensive cave systems in the world. So when the rain starts falling, heading underground is actually a great way to keep the adventure going. There are 4 such cave systems close to the Pigeon Forge Gatlinburg area. The first is Tuckaleechee Caverns in Townsend, and it's known for its massive big room and silver falls. The Forbidden Caverns is in Sevierville, and it's best known to have one of the tallest underground waterfalls in the east. Another one is the Lost Sea in Sweetwater. It's famous for having the largest underground lake in the U.S., where part of the tour even includes a short boat ride across the water. And for those willing to drive a bit further, Ruby Falls is in Chattanooga, and it features the tallest underground waterfall open to the public in the country. Each of these caves offer a guided tour past underground streams, towering formations, and stories of moonshiners and early visitors. Though many close in the winter months or when it gets really rainy due to water levels, this can be still a great way to stay dry and turn a rainy day into a pretty unforgettable Smoky Mountain adventure. Number 19, Cades Cove. Not everything on a rainy day needs to be under a roof, and Cades Cove is the perfect example. This scenic valley is open daily, rain or shine, and is about 11-mile one-way loop road that visitors travel as they explore this pioneer town. You can stay warm and dry in your car and enjoy the misty mountain views, or pull off the many stops along the way to explore historic cabins, churches, and barns that give you a glimpse into the early Appalachian life. Rain and overcast days are actually some of the best times to spot wildlife because animals tend to move a little bit more in the cooler, rainy days. Deer and turkey are common sights, and this is one of the best places in the Smokies to possibly see a black bear in the wild. So, whether you choose to stay cozy in your car, get out and wander a bit between showers, Cades Cove turns a rainy day into one of the most peaceful and memorable drives in the mountains. Number 20, embrace the rain. Finally, sometimes the best move is to stop fighting the forecast and just embrace the rain. If the temperature is comfortable, throw on a poncho, lace up your shoes, and head into the mountains anyway. Hikes become quieter and more peaceful as most people actually do not like to hike in the rain. And of course, the waterfalls and streams often look even more dramatic after good rain, with fuller flows and deeper colors. Mist hanging in the trees and clouds drift through the valleys, and the whole park takes on that classic Smoky Mountain mood that photographers chase. And if the clouds roll in just right, you might even find yourself standing inside a cloud at places like Clingman's Dome, and you get to see the world through the inside of an actual cloud. It's a unique Smoky Mountain experience you won't forget anytime soon. Sometimes the rainy days end up being the ones you remember the most. I hope this video helped you plan your visit to the Smoky Mountains. You're getting an honest review from our personal experiences, but facts and things change, so please keep us in the loop if you learn anything new and want to share your experiences in the comments. Thanks again for visiting us at Bear Facts of the Smoky Mountains. Please click that like button and subscribe to our channel.